Hello, my beautiful friends out there in the world. I just wanted to introduce to you my beautiful, most collectible plants that I have in my house. This is my Monstera Variegated Albo Borsigiana. I had this one for 1 month. I got this one for my birthday, so I was very lucky girl. Since then, the plant itself, the leaf, has grown into this beautiful, perfect shape and grown nicely. Super perfect. This is absolutely gorgeous. Green variegation with red and gray. Slightly a little bit brownish on the bottom, but that's probably a little bit of damage from the trip down here from Queensland where I got this plant from. But otherwise it is healthy and it's growing nicely in my on top of my fish tank. It loves the warm circulated water as well as the extra food, nutrients from the fish's droppings and the leftover food. Now a month ago, this is the growth for what in 1 month. As you can see, this lovely roots system shoot in a month. So it's starting from when I had it was where the first young shoots coming on the left is where it used to be. So that's where I had the root. It's called the aerial root. That's where it started. So within the month, you can see this is the growth of 1 month worth of roots. Now, can you imagine what it would look like in another month? Let's see when that happens. So this has two nodes, so one here and one in my hand where I'm touching right now. So I hope in time when these leaves gets a lot bigger like the other one, the same as the older leaves, gets that about that size, I'll be able to divide them. So I have two plant growing in my hand and I will be able to have new leaves sooner, because when you cut the plants, it forces them to grow faster. It gives you new leaves for there and new leaves into this one as well. I can see that with my another monstera, which is a Thai Constellation, which I will show you after this, so you can see that when I did divide my leaves, my nodes, the plants has given me some new roots and a lot faster than I would if I just have it in one. But of course I don't want to do that all the time. I just want to do it for this one. So I have two plant growing. Like I said, as just a quick update of my beautiful Monstera Variegated Albo, one of my top collectible plants, which I hope I will have abundance of these, so I can also share to other people who would love to collect this particular plants. Now guys, this is not one of the plants that you just buy out of the blue. It's something that you do need to save a little bit. It is quite expensive, but for some people it's nothing. But for me, I had to save some, and then I got lucky as well by giving some cash for my birthday. So I put it together with my own, and that's why I got this one. So that was amazing, and I was very lucky to have some cash for my birthday and become my birthday last birthday in July. So that was July 18, and I got this one just after July 18 because I actually got another birthday present, which is the Picasso Peace Lily, but it did turn up to me in a very bad condition, which I am trying to revive right now. Hence why I got another second birthday present. So anyway guys, enough about my birthday present. This is just an update on how beautiful this plant has growing. I am just so surprised and so pleased that it has grown this much roots within 1 month. Now I can tell you, if I put this one in soil, it will not be growing this quick. So I will be putting in soil once the root system is a lot more a lot more stronger, and a few more. I'd love to see more roots on the other side of this plant. So maybe when I do trim this, it might give me some more roots. There is a slight tearing in here, whether that's going to be a root or another a leaf, maybe a leaf, but I'm guessing it's a roots, not a leaf, because it's still supporting the younger leaves, which is here. It's probably not going to give me any shoot of a new leaves unless I cut the plants in this section. But I'm not going to do that yet because the node in here is very young, and I'm worried about, you know, killing the younger leaves. I don't want to do that yet, but I will do that once the leaves is a lot bigger. The younger one becomes this size, and the nodes is a lot more stronger, so it can support itself and grow new roots and new leaves. So thanks guys for watching. I will update to you within 1 month, see how this beautiful lovely Monstera BORSIGIANA Albo variegated plant becomes a lot more stronger, more roots, and I'm hoping this one will be a lot bigger, and I can then maybe cut it in half. So let's keep an eye on that. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and you will see more of my fascinating plants collection in my house. So let me go and show you my Monstera Thai Constellation, where I will show you the new shoot that's growing as well. So then you'll see that I can, once you cut them in half, it will force them to grow new leaves and new roots. So let's go and look at those Thai Monstera Constellation. Just put this one on pause and I'll see you on the next little bit. So guys, I just placed them back into the spot on top of my fighting fish tank water, and there they will grow more, and they're also under a grow light, well, a fish tank light, so they do have lights to put photosynthesis their leaves and turn the light into the nutrients and food. So this is my other plants that I have on top to get rooted. They're not rooted, they're cuttings, so they will have some roots in time and replant them. So this is my little area where my favorite plant is, and my beautiful boy is right there. He is actually a little bit sore because his little boy who got to him and attacked him. So this is my healing fish tank. So guys, let's go and check out my Thai Constellation. Okay guys, I wanted to show you my Thai Constellation, which I have on my other fish tank that I have trimmed because I bought them a couple of months ago, and most of the leaves were damaged, so I want new growths without any damage. So this is the youngest or the oldest leaf that I have trimmed. So I've actually divided one plant into 3, so I will show you them. So this is my very first one. The leaves is damaged slightly, so you can see. I have to check on that why. It's either with I've had that one, or maybe I've got it too hot in the sun in here. Maybe no, but I think it's already there. So anyway, this is my Thai Constellation. As you can see on the very bottom, I've only put this plant here for a month in this. I had it on a pot, but it just didn't grow so well. So I've changed my mind and put it on top of my fish tank. And today, as you can see, there are 2 roots, 2 young shoots. That's quite obvious. That's going to grow into another beautiful leaves, and this is another one, and you can see that the roots are staying green on the bottom, and it's shooting new ones as well. So there's quite a few young shoots of the roots system, which will grow into a strong roots to support itself once I plant into a soil. So that is 1 And then also on the other side is another root system that is quite healthy, and again it is growing a lot of baby ones. So in time, when I'm ready to put it in the pot, this will be able to support itself, getting nutrient from the soil. Now this, you can see there's 2 in there, and I've only put it in 1 month in this planter. So here is another one that I would like to show you. Is a tiny little one at the very back that's just come through in the last couple of days that I've noticed. So this is going to be another shoot. So in a couple of days it will show the definite roots. So guys, this is my my Monstera Thai Constellation, the very first one I got. It did have 4 leaves in the, no, 3 leaves, no 4, sorry, I've got confused now. 4 in one plant, but they were all damaged, so I have decided to cut them. And I did this on my actual birthday. I've cut them up. So this is 1 month in here as well, the same as the other one. I will show you the other leaves that I have cut, but I got a little bit experimental and I merged it with another Monstera, but not Thai Constellation. So this is the other half of the leaves. Now it was like this when I purchased it, that's why she sold it to me quite cheaply, other than you pay the top dollar. Usually a Thai Constellation normal pricing for 1 leaf with root system like this, for example, selling at $450. Now especially if you're seeing the new leaves roots that's growing, you add maybe a little bit more. So I'd say this was probably worth about $550. So just this itself, this plant. Now of course it only is worth what people are willing to pay. If no one wants to purchase it, therefore it's worth nothing other than just a normal plant. But it depends on how much people really want this plant, so it depends how much they would want it. But it's not for sale. I am just having these on my very own collection. Now I was showing you my other one. So this is my other Thai Constellation. Now I got a bit crazy and I thought I'd experiment. So I've also trimmed up my normal Thai Constellation. As you can see, I've bound them together. I wanted to experiment, see if they're actually going to grow together and give me a, an interesting variegation with the next lot of young leaves. So this I cut off because I wanted to see younger leaves, but so far so good. It's still alive. The other leaves that I actually took was a normal Monstera Borsigiana Monstera deliciosa without the variegation. So this is the one that I have bought in a really big tree, not a big tree, but a good size. But I only paid $45 for it, so I have decided to trim it as well. And I am experimenting in bounding them together or merging them together, and I hope I can see a new roots or new nodes or new babies showing the variegation that I have hoped that would come by bounding them together. Now I don't see any growth yet, but there is a tiny little hope of roots that's coming out of the edge of one of the nodes. Now the node is only very tiny, unfortunately, because the plant was very close by to the nodes, but I wanted to get rid of I wanted to separate it. As long as there's a node, I'm thinking that I can save it. So let's just see how this goes in 1 month time. So I'll show you my other bits that I have cut off from this tree. Okay guys, like I said, I purchased this Thai Constellation with the damaged leaves, so I want a new leaves that are perfectly healthy without any damage. So that's why I've trimmed them all up. Now this is the youngest one, the very top one, it comes with another leaf with slight damage, but still enough for it to photosynthesize. This one I left it with 2 leaves in one plant because the node is so close by that if I decided to cut, I might kill the damn bloody plant. So this here, as you can see in the bottom, I don't know if you can see it much, but that is the nodes. There's 2 leaves in one node. It hasn't given me a lot of roots yet, but I can just see at the very bottom that there is 1 root system coming through. So I am so happy with that because I know that my plants will live. Now in time I can also divide this in between the once this one here will give me a roots itself, so it can support itself. So I will have 4 plants. I can see in here there is a small roots growing, so I will update you in a month time how this beautiful Monstera Thai Constellation is going. But I do know that it's going to live because, well, the leaves are very strong still. It's not dying on me, and it has given me roots already, even though it's only been here a month. It does take a little while to adjust. It's only because this plant was cut off, and of course to have root system develop it needs to adjust. But within this month that I have in the water, it has given me this tiny little hope of being alive. And this one has got 2 nodes, so once that's grown a little bit more, I will separate it so I'll have new young shoot like the other one to grow more Thai Constellation. So I'll have 4 plants, so I'll be very happy. And then in time I can share with other people who is also interested in collecting these beautiful plants. Now this is my other plants in here that I have collected. Like I said, when I bought them they were damaged, so I'd like to have a new clean perfect leaves, so I cut them up and have them into nodes per nodes, so I'll have a new roots per nodes and new leaves, new young leaves. So this is my old plants. It did look really nice in one go, but it's just that the nodes of the leaves were damaged and I just want a new one. So I put them all in here. I've got about the normal Thai Constellation. I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I've got 8 leaves that are here for future growth individually, and they've already given me some roots. And this here, particular here, is giving me a node, the node with a young shoot right there, and the root, the aerial root, is giving me younger shoots. So I know that they will be fantastic, they will grow. So this was going to be a young leaves. See, it's already giving me young shoots, so that will be a new perfect leaf soon. So I just got to make sure that I don't soak it in water, just to hang it on the top, enough for the roots to drink, and of course the leaves to catch the sun. It only gets the morning sun, so that's perfect. So I might have to redo them later because some of them are going down the bottom, because as I move my fish tank, this one I can see there's also a young shoot right there. So I'm gonna redo this later on and tie them properly so the young leaves can grow without getting so wet. And of course, because it's getting a little bit too crowded in my little spot, so I shall be back and redo them and take some picture and update to you guys what it looks like. But most update will be the growth within 1 month of my beautiful Monstera Monstera collection, including the normal one and the Thai Constellation, which I have 3 leaves, and also my lovely merging of the two, and see if that's actually worked. This is my first experiment, so see how that goes. I've also got other plants that I am getting the root system, so I have about 5 experiment on the ficus leaves. So this is my first go. I have took some leaves from my plants, and I've actually put some sand in there and some charcoal, but I think it got washed off in the water. But I popped it in on top of my fish tank to see if this is going to be the best one to root for my leaves. I've also trimmed my Monstera Standliana. Again, the leaves are not damaged on this one, but I want to have a few more growth, so I have propagated them by cutting one leaf but with a node. See that? And these already shooting, so I already put this one a couple of days ago in here, so I got about 5 leaves in there. This one, unfortunately, I've cut up, I snapped off, which is I'm disappointed, but I'm just keeping it in there just in case, you never know. This one is 1 leaf Standliana. If I had the node with this one, I could have sold this one for $25. So unfortunately, I snapped that off, and that is okay. I will leave it there. I actually got 5 of them. Now I saved this one from a dying that I bought from a lady, which is, this is the only leaves that comes in with, and I now have a younger leaves in my fish tank. See, as you can see, they're very happy in here. I also got some pink white princess in here, which is growing a new leaves there. And I will, once the roots is quite strong and a lot more growing, I will repot them, and I'm going to separate them as well, because there's 2 in there. There's 2 growths. See, 1 there and then another one there. So in that way I have more plants growing, and I've got 2 types, 2 in there. So I have another one here just squashed in between, so I will check this one later on. So this is my water propagation, and again I have bought some other plants. This is the Pothos Satin. I'm soaking as much nodes as I can, so when I build the climber, it's already climbed, and then I can propagate it with the nodes already got roots, so it's easier. So that's one. And then I've got the Celtipicana, I think this one's called. Again, I have soaked the roots, the nodes, to give me the root system to grow, so I can propagate it. It's probably quicker if I had trimmed them, but I'm not going to do that because I do have some already cut, and I want to have a longer one with that being trimmed. So that's my other thing. And I also got a Macan, Philodendron Macan. I love this beautiful plant, but the leaves are slightly damaged, so that's why I'm soaking the base. So if I do propagate it, it's already got a strong stronger nodes, stronger root system. So guys, this is my other one, and I'll just quickly show you my this one is actually my beautiful, this is my first one that I've done on here, is begonia. So this, I thought that this one was going to die, but somehow it has lived for me, and is even giving me young shoot. So look at that. How lucky am I? I thought it was going to die. I trimmed it, and now it's giving me 2. Look at that. And it's quite hard. It's actually growing in there. So I'm just going to leave it out, get a bit of sun. There's plenty of moisture in there. Can't really remember which one is which, but it will show me when it's a little bit bigger. So guys, this is my little quick tour of my favorite plants in the house. So I'll see you in the next upload. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and you will be able to see uploads on how my beautiful indoor plants is growing and how I do it at home and how they are thriving. So I mean, it's just a simple way of doing things. It's nothing fancy. I just wanted to share with you how I do my things. I do my plants, and as you can see, they're growing just beautifully. So it is working. It doesn't look any amazing, but at least it's working, and I can share with you my little bit of trick. So maybe you can try it yourself, because someone did ask me, how do you get yours growing? And I said, well, this is how I do it. I get the root system developed first in the water, and then I transplant it into a pot. But like I said, I am new with this indoor collection, so I am experimenting. Now this is the other plant that I bought. I was talking about the birthday present, which is the Picasso Peace Lily. I paid $200 for these. There is another one of these which is still in the pot. It has got some little bit of growth, a lot of roots, so I kept it there. But yesterday I checked on this. This is not doing too good, so I have moved it from the pot and put it in here for the roots to develop more. So I will keep you update on that one as well.